10 years ago to the day, we started this journey in this era. And when I walked into the locker room as a green coach, scared to death in my first pep talk, I didn't ask them to go out and try to win the game. I asked for great effort 10 years ago. And 10 years ago to the exact day, we won our first game. 10 years later, our program has come a long, long way. And ironically, 10 years to the day, we get to start a new era in the Stroh Center, and a new era with a young team that we're rebuilding. And so it was fitting that I didn't ask in the locker room before the game to go out and win. I asked for great effort, and I asked that we would be better at the end of the game than when we started today, and I thought we accomplished that. I feel my heart goes out to the kids. Our team played their hearts out tonight. They played with an intensity and a desire that at times was lacking in our season opener at Dayton, and they left everything out there that they could. We came up one play short, one loose ball short, one stop short, one made foul shot short, something was short. And just one other thing that you really have to give thought to of, we didn't make a field goal in the last 4 minutes of the game. With a young team, who's going to be your go-to player? And who's going to take that last big shot? Not only did we have great players recently, but we had players that never shied from the moment and wanted that big shot. And that is a learned, growing experience for a young team on who's going to take those big shots down the stretch. So overall, really, really happy. Disappointed that we lost. They deserved, with their effort, to be rewarded better tonight for that. But it's a step forward, and tomorrow will be another growing day and how we bounce back.
Curt, is it the glass half full because you came so close to upsetting a nationally ranked team, or is it half empty because you didn't accomplish that?
You know, I think it's half full because we worked hard for 40 minutes. We played with a passion and an energy. There is a absolute hurting disappointment tonight, just an empty feeling in their guts tonight. And that only happens when you care so much and when you give effort. So, you know, half glass empty that they weren't rewarded for that effort, but half glass full because we did not get that effort in Dayton. And it's great to see. We had sparks by different freshmen throughout the night. Logan Pastor was a great spark, kept us above water in the first half when we were really struggling. Jasmine Matthews, a big spark in the second half. When your star continues to get the type of attention that she's going to get, and Chrissy Steffen defensively, it's nice to see freshmen continue to step up.
You guys were down 40-29 one point in the second half against a team that has that much depth that people probably thought would wear you down. How proud were you that they were able to not only hang around but come back, take a lead, and what did you learn from that?
Well, I saw them dig in defensively. That could only happen with consecutive stops. And then we finally got a few easy baskets. We got out in transition. The Jasmine Matthews got out and run and made an extra pass to Alexis Rogers and electrified the crowd, and got out and ran and got to the foul line. And our tempo picked up. And we really, really struggled to get an easy basket this year. And we finally got a few right there in that stretch, and also we made a really nice run.
Was that the key or the big difference between the offense at Dayton and the offense tonight, the tempo and easy baskets?
We got a few more easy baskets. I thought the missed foul shots are always magnified in a close game, but we shot better at the foul line. We're certainly not, we led the nation in free throws last year. We don't have that team this year, but we've shot better at the foul line, even though some of the big ones down the stretch. But we just kept positive, even though we shot, still a low percentage. Second half much better, but they kept shooting, they kept confidence. We really hung our heads when we shot so poorly at Dayton.
Were you surprised that this game was this tight?
Never surprised about our home crowd. Never surprised about our effort at home. Anderson Arena was fantastic, but there's a reason we went 46-2 in our last 48 games there. That There's a mystique here. There's just a great fan base. They know when we need them, and we're going to do our darndest to protect home court.
When you talk about the turnovers in the first half for them, I mean, how much of that was what you guys were doing? How much was that, in your eyes, carelessness on there?
Well, I thought the game was sloppy, but I think you have to give our defense credit. Our scouting report was great. If we weren't going to give up transition points, we felt we had them scouted well. If we could get them in the quarter court, we could guard their sets and put ourselves in position, player personnel tendency to understand who to guard and where to get help from. So as long as we weren't getting run on or giving them easy baskets off turnovers, I thought we could guard them in the quarter court. And hopefully our defense gets a little credit for creating some of that sloppiness. It's still early. I think you're going to see sloppy basketball at times for everybody.
The inbounds play at the end, I've seen Kay Doctor and others do it for you, and now it came back to kind of bite you. You guys just weren't expecting that?
Courtney Moses is savvy. Courtney Moses is one of my favorite players in the country. It's a great player making a heady play. Their play was not breaking anyone severely open, and it's an aspect that's happened to some of our Hall of Fame players here in our tenure, and it's a basketball play that we've got to be careful because we're a zone out of bounds team, and that's always something you're leery of, and we talk about it, but it's happened to some of our best players in school history. It won't be the last time. It's just unfortunate when it happened.
John asked you the question about half full and half empty. How about yourself emotionally? You have to feel a lot better with tonight's performance than you did after that game.
Really excited to see the effort. Really, really proud that we fought and competed with a really talented team. Just devastated for them that they weren't rewarded for that effort, because you, as a coach, it's all you ever can ask for is great effort. And I was so hoping to celebrate, for them and show them what that can do to a program.
Any other questions? Okay.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Curt.